catch a scent of romance that is wafting through the air. A bag on Kathy Griffin's noggin, ride her like a cheap toboggan, trying to close the open bar, their welcome's overstayed. Andy Dick's been here 2 damn weeks and he just won't go away. Yeah. Thank you very much. Oops. Clean up on aisle 3.
This is James Best, but maybe you know me better as Roscoe Pete Coltrane on the Dukes of Hazzard. Listen, I want you to listen to John Boy and Billy's on the Big Show, or I'll cuff you and stuff you. I'm not kidding.
Good morning. It's a Big Show on the radio for you Wednesday morning. Yeah, buddy James Gregory playing the Comedy Catch in Chattanooga, Tennessee, tomorrow night and Friday night. That's 2 nights of shows with James, Thursday and Friday, Comedy Catch, Chattanooga. Find out when it'll be near you at funniestman.com. I got a card. Wanted to thank Mike Cornett for a nice thank you card. And read and figured out, well, his daughter we sent him a autographed picture of the Big Show gang for his birthday. Been listening a long time. Says his 4-year-old granddaughter loves it when he answers the phone. Hello. So, Mama's from the Big Show that'll stick with you for a lifetime. It's crazy, ain't it? Mike, we appreciate the card, buddy. That's neat. We got the best listeners. And say hey to everybody met in Aiken, South Carolina. Old friends and new friends over the weekend visiting little buddy Henry Cato down there. Appreciate the staff at the Wilcox taking care of it.
Uh-oh.
There he is. He's editing. He's editing in his brain right there. He's like, and
he gets to a point where he realizes he said too much.
No, I get it. When they turn the lights off, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. I got it now. All right. All right. Hey, our man Hanson, as he nears retirement at the end of the year, we got his sports briefs, and I just told Terry, man, just go through his working career. Last week we started when you started coaching.
Right.
So we'll see what you got for us coming up. And it is coming up in minutes. Hang with us. Big Show rolls on. Good morning, Big Show's on the radio. Coming up, we'll team up and play Wordy Word. You can win a Mount Olive Pickled Prize Pack. It includes a Mount Olive hat, cool camo hat, also a Blaze Orange hunting hat. Mount Olive got it going on. We'll give you a T-shirt, cool I Heart Mount Olive Pickles. I was wearing mine yesterday. Also, we got stainless tumbler and, of course, Munchies, where you satisfy your pickle craving with Munchies. That's the portable pickle in a pouch when you're on the go. Available at grocery stores near you. The Mount Olive Pickle Company. Hang on, we'll play in minutes. Right now, I'm Ann Maurice with a lifetime in the world of sports.
Terry Hansen on the world of sports. Here's a guy you'd never want to see in shorts. He's got scoops on who's got a contract, who's a good dude and who might be on crack. Big Show presents Sports Briefs. Rump.
You know, like you mentioned last time, I talked about my coaching careers, how I got started in sports.
Yes, sir.
And remember, I always said I wanted to work in pro sports. And I had a chance with the Cardinals when I was coaching. And I actually took the job, but it fell through. They had to put a hiring freeze at Anheuser-Busch because of the energy crisis. So I went back and coached my last year. And then I got that Soccer Coach of the Year award, which still is amazing because I didn't know anything about soccer. And then I got a call from the Dallas Tornado, a pro soccer team, and said, we'd like you to come down to interview as our assistant coach. And I said, yeah, you don't want me as your assistant coach? He goes, why not? I go, well, because I don't really know the game very well. And they said, well, you got this award. I said, that makes no difference at all. Trust me, I am not an assistant coach to go into pros. And I had a player that was drafted by a team in Rochester, New York, the Rochester Lancers. And he called me and said to me, they're looking for somebody up here to work in the front office in PR and marketing and all that stuff. And I said, well, tell them I'm interested. So I flew up to Rochester, New York and had an interview. And you must know things are going to go bad. When I came out of the room the next morning to go to the interview, the guy in the room next door had died overnight. And they were taking him out on a stretcher. Should have been some foreboding as to what was going to happen in Rochester.
Man.
And I went to the team there. It was pro sports is what I wanted. But they were absolutely the worst-run team in the entire North American Soccer League. Probably is why they hired me, because you can't fall off the floor, right? So I went in there and I did public relations and I did marketing and I did about anything I needed to do because they were just so bad, and they quit paying me at the end of the season. I mean, the season's over. I just quit getting paid. It was a 12-month-a-year job, and people had said to me, boy, that was a bold move, leaving the Midwest and going to Rochester. I never even thought about failure. I mean, I just thought, well, you know, it's what I want to do. So they quit paying me. And a new general manager was hired in Washington, D.C., who had been in baseball. And I just wrote him a letter, and I said, congratulations on the being in the league, and I was the baseball guy. I didn't say I was looking for a job. I just congratulated him. So he called me, and he said, we're looking for a PR director up here and in Washington, D.C. And I said, well, that sounds pretty good. So I went up and I interviewed for that job, and I was very interested in them because the owners of that soccer team were the people were going to bring the San Diego Padres to Washington, D.C. And at the last moment, Ray Kroc of McDonald's fame rescued that team, and they never moved. So I was the PR director the first year, and get this, they had me do television. They asked me, have you ever done television? I went, sure. I mean, sure, I've turned one on and off and stuff, but that ain't what I told them. So I think I did a decent job, actually. And in my second year, they named me assistant general manager, and I still did the games. And one night, I was doing a game and sitting in a hotel room in Washington, D.C., watching the game was Ted Turner. He didn't know anything about soccer, but he'd already bought a team. And he bought him for programming purposes. So I went back and said to the guy, I saw a guy in Washington, D.C. last night. Get a hold of him. I'd like to hire him to be our color announcer to do our games. So they brought me down there, and I said, so what am I going to do? You're going to do our games. I said, well, what else am I going to do? And they said, well, what else do you do? And I said, well, I was like the PR director, assistant GM, and, oh, okay, well, we'll just make you the general manager. Okay, great. So I ran this soccer team for 3 years, and I ran it right into the damn ground. Soccer wasn't working too well. Ted bought this team for programming, and talk about being bad. I mean, we were awful. We bought the team to put on television. And the first 6 games we put on TV, and I did the games with Bob Neal, but the first 6 games we did on TV, not only did we not win, we didn't score a goal.
Oh, man.
And the whole 6 teams at the start of the season. So then we closed the team up after 3 years, of course. And then I'm in the stadium club one day having lunch, and Ted comes in there, and he goes to me, so what are you going to do now? And I said, well, I'm being very bold here. I'm saying, well, my job right now, Ted, is I'm trying to get rid of the players and get the assets sold and get this all done. And when that's all over, I'll start worrying about myself. To be honest, I was horrified for myself. Right. And he said to me, why don't you come see me this afternoon? So I went over to his office, and he goes, so what do you want to do in the company? And I said, well, you know, I'm a baseball guy. Yeah, a baseball guy? I thought you were a soccer guy. I said, yeah, but I scouted and I coached. You did? I go, yeah. He goes, okay, we'll just make you a VP of the Braves. And I said, doing what? He goes, I don't know. They'll figure that out over there. I mean, I'll put you in there. I'll give you an office next to Henry Aaron over there, and you can work with the Braves. And I am absolutely thrilled. That's what I'm going to do. And that night, the guy who I reported to, other than Ted, called. He had been the president of CBS Television Network, and he called me and he said to me, so I understand you were in Turner's office. I said, yeah, I was, and I'm going to be a VP with the Braves. And he goes, oh, no, you're not. And I go, what do you mean I'm not? That's what I want to do. He goes, no, you don't. I go, yes, I do. He goes, meet me for breakfast tomorrow morning. So I met him for breakfast in the morning, and he said to me, now, you've done a lot in soccer and everything else, but this is a television company. I said, I understand. And the Braves are nothing but a stepchild in this company. I want to do some things in sports, and he'd been the president of CBS Network and CBS Sports. And he said, I want you to come over here, and with my help, I want you to build this sports division. So he said, let's go see Turner. So we go into Turner's office, and he goes, Bob Wessler was the guy's name. He goes, and he could never pronounce his name. He called him Wessler. Hey, Wessler, Hanson's going to be a VP with the Braves. He said, no, that's not why we're here. We're here to tell you that, no, he's not. And Turner goes, I thought that's what you wanted to do. I said, it is. He says, well, what are you going to do? I said, this guy here's got some ideas for me. So he outlines his ideas and plans of what he wants me to do. And then Turner says to me, I mean, this is a great story. He goes to me, so can you do it? I go, I've got no idea if I can do this or not. He goes, well, I think I'd probably have a sports guy screw up my sports division rather than a TV guy going in there and screwing it up. So we'll give you a shot. I go, okay, thanks. And that's how I became the head of TBS Sports. And the Braves are only in 14 states. And when I started 14 states, we eventually got into 50. We were doing the Hawks games. We owned both of those teams. I did that Long Way to October special that I won the Emmy on. I brought college football into there, and with this Wessler guy's help. College football, did the Braves. We did the Georgetown, Virginia basketball game, the biggest game of the century at that time. Sampson versus Ewing was in that game. We did that. We spent a lot of money. And that's the thing about Turner. Money was absolutely no factor whatsoever. Go get it was his idea. But when he told me to go get the USFL, and that's when Donald Trump and those guys were trying to buy a team, he said to me, I want you to go up there, and I want you to spend as much money as possible. He said, but don't come home with the team. I don't want a team. Just go up there and run the damn price up for everybody else. So I did that. So I did that for about 7 or 8 years, and then that was it. And then next time I'll pick up with doing PGA Tour when I came to Charlotte.
All right. Awesome, buddy. All right. Well, let's see if we can get us a winner. Let's play Wordy Word until we do. 1-800-BIG-SHOW, your toll-free line. Come on, we'll team up and play next. Good Wednesday morning. The Big Show's on the radio, and the video today brought to you by the Mount Olive Pickle Company and Mount Olive Munchies. Satisfy your pickle craving with Munchies, a portable pickle in a pouch when you're on the go. Available grocery stores now. See the video, being sexy ain't easy. Right at thebigshow.com. Fillers likes the second girl. There's only one voting for her so far. See what you think. You go to thebigshow.com. Taking a classic Mary request on the Facebook wall in minutes, but right now.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Let's play the wordy word and a wordy word. Let's meet a contestant. We got Kate from LaGrange, Georgia. Good morning, Kate.
Woo, good morning.
Good morning. And we got Greasy from Sloan Switch, Mississippi. Good morning, Greasy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Greasy. Sounds like you should be hanging out with Pokey from the mountains and Pecker from Graham, don't it?
Well, we're coming live from Hillbilly Haven.
All right, well, Greasy, you're on Team Tater and Terry. And Kate, you're the John Boy and Pillar's side. Pillar's filling in for Billy while he's out here. All right, then, Greasy, you relax. And Kate, me and you will go for the first 30 seconds.
Good luck to you, Kate.
What'd you say, Greasy?
I said good luck to you, Kate.
Oh, ain't Greasy
Well, thank
sweet.
you there.
All right.